Hello, Tamara Green here for A Course in Miracles lesson number 21. All right, let's get started with stretching the front part of your hips. You take your thumbs, you kind of dig them in the lower back, and then you begin to move your hips forward. I'm going to count to 10. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and come back up. We'll do it one more time. So dig your thumbs into the back, lower back, and help your front of your hips to open. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very good. Back up. Breathe in all the way. Let out a big breath. Whenever you stretch your body, you're bringing old energy, maybe even emotions to the surface. It helps to breathe, to shake, to let it out. Very good. All right. A Course in Miracles lesson number 21. I am determined to see things differently. The idea for today is obviously a continuation and extension of the preceding one. This time, however, specific mind-searching periods are necessary. In addition to applying the idea to particular situations as they may arise, 5 practice periods are urged, allowing a full minute for each. In the practice periods, begin by repeating the idea to yourself, then close your eyes and search your mind carefully for situations past, present, or anticipated that arouse anger in you. The anger may take the form of any reaction ranging from mild irritation to even rage. The degree of emotion you experience does not matter. You will become increasingly aware that a slight twinge of annoyance is nothing but a veil drawn over intense fury. Try, therefore, not to let the little thoughts of anger escape you in the practice periods. Remember that you do not really recognize what arouses anger in you, and nothing that you believe in this connection means anything. You will probably be tempted to dwell more on some situations or person than on others, on the fallacious grounds that they are more obvious. This is not so. It is merely an example of the belief that some forms of attack are more justified than others. As you search your mind for all the forms in which attack thoughts presents themselves, hold each one in mind while you tell yourself, I am determined to see, name of person, differently. I am determined to see, specify the situation, differently. Try to be as specific as possible. You may, for example, focus your anger on a particular attribute of a particular person, believing that the anger is limited to this aspect. If your perception is suffering from this form of distortion, say, I am determined to see, specify the attribute, in, name of the person, differently. I have a story for you. My husband's stepmother, may God rest her soul, she, I think, saw many, many things through the eyes of fear, and for her, fear showed up. Her default for fear was anger. For mine, it's always been confusion. For other people, it's different things for different people. But for her, anger. She would let you know right away, what's wrong with you, and how come you're not this, and how come you're not that. She really came from a very critical place. So much so that I got pretty nervous. My fear really got kicked up. I got so nervous. Oh boy, what's it going to be like this time for the holidays? And, what is she going to say this time? And I find myself getting pretty anxious and worked up before she came. And then I read this lesson. And then I realized, wow, I'm going to see her differently. I am definitely going to see her differently. I went to bed that night asking God to just show me any way that helps me to see her differently. And lo and behold, I woke up the next morning. It was this image that just, that kind of that twilight period, just as you're waking up and you're not fully thinking yet. It was an image that flashed in to surround her with this kind of smoky white light of pure love and pure light. And then to wrap myself around this pure love and pure light, and then together, like a cocoon, to wrap the both of us in this pure love and pure light. And I couldn't believe that I got that image or that download or message. It's all the same thing, from God. So that day, I started visualizing her from head to toe, just being wrapped in this silky, smoky, white light filled with nothing but pure, unconditional love and light, and then wrapping it around me, head to toe, and then together, wrapped around together in a loving cocoon filled with light. And then I even started imagining the face, the look on her face the next time we see each other. And the more I kept visualizing her kind of lighting up when she saw me with a big smile on her face, the more I got excited about, I couldn't wait to see her after a while. So I did this for 3 weeks. It was Thanksgiving. I did it for 3 weeks. And usually the first thing out of her mouth is, something about an outdoor potted plant on the porch. What's wrong with you? There's no, you need to feed that plant some water or fertilizer or something. But this time, when they came for Thanksgiving, I opened the door with a huge smile on my face, and I was genuinely happy to see her. And her face lit up like I've never seen it before. She smiled from ear to ear, and she's happy Thanksgiving. She was just filled with excitement herself. And I was blown away. And the interesting thing is that it never went back to where it was, because I was seeing her differently. And I think it had such a powerful impact on her that I think she was then seeing me differently. And I do it to this day for, especially people that are maybe more challenging. Maybe they try to block your love, or that's their form of fear. And it really works. So I hope you try that. It makes me excited to even think that you would try something like this to just see things differently. Okay. I'll see you tomorrow for lesson number 22.